In the last lesson, you learned about reward-based learning and the habit loop. Not only do habits help keep us alive, habits also make living in our current, complicated modern world possible. While the ability to have autopilot can be very helpful, the more you use it, the more automatic it becomes. Over time, you're not even consciously choosing many of your actions anymore. We go through much of our lives like this, repeating the same habits over and over without conscious awareness or choice, and then wonder why we're not as far along as we'd hoped to be. As the old expression goes, do what you've always done, and you'll get what you've always got. The good news is that becoming aware of our habit loops is the first key to changing them, and awareness is a skill that we already have even if we don't use it regularly. It just takes a little practice. Even better, awareness has a whole host of other benefits, like reducing anxiety, improving executive functioning, and being more present and aware for those around you. At the most basic level, awareness is simply paying attention to what's happening right now in the present moment without any judgment. You could use awareness externally to notice what's happening around you, or internally to notice any thoughts, emotions, or body sensations that are occurring for you right now. You can also use awareness to pay attention to your habits and wake up from that autopilot. Let's practice some habit awareness right now. In the last lesson, you learned how habits have three parts: a trigger, a behavior, and a result or a reward. Let's look at a few common financial habits and map them out. Have you ever heard the term retail therapy? You know, where you go shopping and buy something new even if you can't really afford it in order to get a feel-good boost? Let's map that habit out. The trigger's obvious. You're stressed out or anxious about something and your brain is uncomfortable. The behavior is heading to your favorite store or online retailer to buy a new tech gadget or stylish piece of clothing. The result is that you feel good in the moment, even if it breaks the bank. Stores know about retail therapy too. They're aware that shopping can be a way to regulate or change your emotional state, so they feature happy people in their ads as a trigger and run promotions like flash sales or buy now, pay later financing to make the purchase behavior as easy as possible, so you can get straight to that feel-good result. And if you're shopping online, you get a double whammy. One feel-good hit when you submit your order, and another a few days later when that little brown box shows up on your doorstep. But let's say you're not stressed out or anxious. Have you ever been happy and felt the need to treat yourself to something nice, like a manicure or a fancy meal? Trigger, feel good. Behavior, buy something. Result, enjoy your purchase without feeling guilty in the moment. If feeling down and feeling happy can both be financial triggers, what about fear? Definitely. Banks and financial institutions often use fear as a trigger to drive you to do things. Have you ever seen an ad that shows scary statistics about how little you've saved for retirement? Trigger, get anxious about having enough money in the future. Behavior, budget everything down to the penny. Reward, feel a little safer about the future, at the expense of enjoying yourself or using money to help those around you. As you may have noticed, habits seem to be focused more on the short-term and immediate rewards. That's okay. You'll learn how to give your brain more information to build better habits in an upcoming lesson. Simply mapping out your habits is a great awareness builder, but another awareness tool you probably already know about includes forming a budget for your bills, spending, and saving. This could be a simple journal, a spreadsheet on your computer, or an easy-to-use personal finance app like Mint. By actually seeing the full picture of your finances and not just reacting to whatever's in your bank account today, you can start to see where your money's going, understand monthly trends, and figure out where you're doing well and where you have room to improve. Now, I realize that even the mention of budgeting may have created some stress for you, so we'll keep it simple for today. Your goal is to map out one or two of your own habits. You can start with a financial habit or anything else like eating or even procrastination. Just focus on the habit loop itself. What's the trigger, what's the behavior, and what's the result or reward? Write it down if it helps. Once you wake up to these habit loops, you'll start seeing them everywhere, like your new habit of hearing me in the next lesson.